As you might know, I'm quite interested in testing and playing with different hardware and software technologies. In this brief video, I'd like to describe something called a Padcaster Parrot Teleprompter. In a previous video, I introduced a computer-based teleprompter called teleprompt.me. When I created the video, the software was free to use. There's still a free version, and with the free version you can create one script with a maximum of 1,200 characters. To give you an idea of what that would be like in terms of length, the Gettysburg Address is roughly 1,200 characters without spaces, and over 1,400 characters if you do include the spaces. There's now a Pro version that currently costs $12 a month. Either version is relatively easy to use, and either version works with voice recognition. The downside is that you're not looking directly into the camera, but rather looking at the computer screen. In addition, because of the width of the text, it's hard to read the script without your eyes moving. The Padcaster Parrot Teleprompter is a piece of hardware that attaches to a DSLR camera with a removable lens and pairs with your smartphone running a teleprompter app. On the plus side, the Padcaster is extremely small, measuring 4.5 inches by 2 3/4 inches by 3.5 inches, and you're looking directly into the camera that's recording what you're saying. Because of the width of the script, there's little or no eye movement. On the downside, the Padcaster costs $99. Plus you need a DSLR camera with a removable lens to attach it to, and also a tripod on which to mount the camera and the teleprompter. But if you're serious about sound, it's also good to have a microphone attached to your camera for the recording. When you purchase the Padcaster, you'll get the protective case that fits on the lens of your DSLR camera. You'll also get a Bluetooth remote to start and stop the teleprompter and a glass cleaning kit. With the kit, you have access to the Padcaster Parrot app to download to your smartphone and 13 mounting rings to attach to your lens. The size of the mounting rings range from 37 millimeters to 82 millimeters. Here's my Padcaster with a protective case, mounting rings, and a little pouch for the mounting rings to be housed in. I also included my DSLR camera here with a removable lens to give you an idea of the size of the camera versus the protective case. The lens on my camera is actually quite large with a range of 16 to 35 millimeters and a diameter of 82 millimeters. Here are 3 different vantage points of the Padcaster attached to my DSLR camera, which is mounted on my tripod. The pictures here aren't great, but they'll give you an idea of the size of the Padcaster. With the side view, you can see how large the lens is, but how small the actual Padcaster is. As I previously indicated, the Padcaster Parrot app is included with the Padcaster. However, I didn't think that the Parrot app was all that good, so I ended up getting the Prompt Smart Pro Teleprompter app for my iPhone. The Prompt Smart Pro costs $19.99, and it works incredibly well. The app is voice activated and has a lot of features that allow you to customize the experience. Let me show you how the whole setup works. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. You can easily use the Padcaster Parrot Teleprompt with Zoom, where you're using Zoom to record the session in the audio, but are using the teleprompter for your script. The Padcaster allows for a more professional presentation since you're looking directly into the camera and there's little or no eye movement as you read the script. As I previously indicated, the Padcaster really is tiny, especially when compared to other low-cost teleprompters that are on the market. The Padcaster does require that you have a DSLR camera with a removable lens and a tripod. If you use the camera to record your session, it also helps to have a microphone that can attach directly to your camera. The reason is that my experience at least suggests that the camera audio recording isn't that great. Finally, if you'd like more information, you can go to Amazon.com and search for Padcaster or use this link. As always, if you have any questions or would like more information about the Padcaster, please let me know.